I give you that pastor shit, man. The guy, oh man. I mean, one of the people of the topic is a person. What the fuck was the topic again? Hold on. First off,
our first comment in there, so I just put it on screen.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, that's Shay. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, yo, dogs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the motherfucking Homeboy Etiquette. You rocking with your main man after 52 Etiquette passed on to my motherfucking partner in crime, the Arc Reactor.
Yo, this is Kenneth the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube and Twitch. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube and Twitch. For the people on IG, I mean, you guys got like a little bit of our just random banter and stuff like that before the podcast started. But we have a topic today. If you want to take it away.
We got a goddamn topic, nigga. We got a topic called. I want to see your goddamn parents. What the
Hey, well, like, my parents are in their 60s, bro.
I will still sue the shit out of them for your inheritance.
Well, I'm about to inherit debt. So good luck on that.
Shit, God damn it. Fine. Mr. and Mrs. Kemet the Raw. I fucking hate you. Have robbed your son of a joy in goddamn life. Your sons have missed the movie The Wood. They have missed the movie Loving fucking Basketball. They have missed they have missed the fucking movie The Best Man. The Best Man when Morris Chestnut is choking the shit out of fucking Tate Diggs over the fucking balcony and shit. You missed that shit, and Terrence Howard is looking up like, man, why can't it be some other niggas? God damn it, I had to be my niggas. Oh, yo, man. Yo, holy shit. Hey, yo. Oh, God, yo, I'm God, the people just, it's like, oh, man. You fucking, oh, my God. I thought, I didn't know. I didn't know. I know we got a topic. I just didn't fucking know that he didn't know that those movies existed, those classics like Fresh.
You're the first one telling me about these.
Nigga, Paid in Full?
I've seen Paid in Full.
Okay, cool.
Paid in Full. I saw Menace to Society.
Mm-hmm.
Like see the fucked up ones. I think I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like the slice of life ones, like what you did, what you showed me. Like I haven't seen that.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. See, okay. So let me put Shay's comment here on screen so you guys can see.
She says, he even missed You missed a Temptation?
She actually had to show me that movie. Yeah. I have the DVD of Love and Basketball. I'll let him borrow.
Don't you let him borrow? You watch it with his ass. God damn it! Like Love and Basketball.
Yeah,
man.
I've seen it.
Nigga, like, what we gonna play for? Your heart. And that motherfucker let her win.
Okay, nigga. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, you missed out on that glorious meme of that movie. Once gifts started getting played in, it was like Love and Basketball part of it. At the end of it, they grew up together playing basketball, and she was like, "All right, so we're gonna play for something." It's like, "What's gonna play for?" It's like she's like, "Your heart," and then ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, and it's like a bunch of Blake Griffin just like dunking on motherfuckers, like, oh, bam, bam, bam. It's like, yo, like, oh, God.
Yeah, I missed all that, bro.
God. Oh my God.
Like we watched a lot of like action movies, martial arts films. Like there were some dramas in there for mom, and like we like the old school black films and stuff like that. Like we didn't even watch it. Like I didn't relate to black people in my first half of life.
Nigga, New Jack City.
Nope.
Nigga, you ain't had to see when Wesley Snipes had that tear come across his eye when you had to shoot.
Well, no, I saw Glory, but not New Jack
More
City.
Better Blues.
Nope.
Nigga, you don't know why Wesley Snipes is cold as fuck and they could this nigga Blade.
Well, no.
Fuck Blade.
See, I saw
Shout out to
White
Marshall.
Man Can't Jump. I saw Blade.
Oh God.
Saw Juice.
All All right, cool. All right, you got the basics. All right, you got the basics.
Yeah. Like I only have the basics in Black culture, bro. Like I don't even know that much rap. Why do you think that whenever you show me rap songs, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't heard it.
Okay. All right, we got to find out. We got now. Fuck that topic. Fuck the topic. Now we got to find out.
Well, we do have to go over the topic.
I mean, the topic is people you know, so we're gonna go with people you know right now. It's gonna be
well, people you remember is what you say.
I mean, people you remember. Okay, do you remember? Okay. You remember? All right, we'll start off with the basics.
Well,
Jay-Z.
Shay has now sent in another comment. She said, "How old are you guys?"
We're fucking 30.
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
How old I am? First off,
give me a second.
I'm 31, almost 32. I think he's
about to be 31 in 5 hours and 15 minutes.
Are you serious? Your birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, nigga!
Oh yeah!
I didn't even know that.
Hell yeah! Nigga. Oh yeah! But you know what? I got a bet. Because due to a lot of confusion, I have a bet with people. Well, some people, a person. I would say a person, 2 persons, 6 persons.
A lot of people.
That my girl doesn't remember my birthday.
I'll take that bet, and I'll bet you $100 she doesn't.
Fuck, that's my bet. No, you gotta be on the other side of that bet.
Okay. Then I guess I can't bet
because it's okay.
Oh, she said, "Happy birthday."
Thank you, Shay. I notice every time you hear because the fucking couch is pushed forward.
Homie.
For me?
Happy birthday, homeboy.
For me?
Yes, for you, nigga. Blow up the candles and make a wish. Bang! It's our fault. It's just like this, like confusion and shit like that. And it's like, I don't know. It goes, but anyway, it's like, I told her it was a family game night tomorrow. Yeah.
So it's at my sister's house. I'm gonna tell her in the car so that way she doesn't walk into the house unprepared. Be like, oh my god, she be like, oh my god, and everybody like, he just like that. Like shit's like, what did you get her for his birthday? I'm like, shit, man, shit. She gave me for my birthday. I think she gave me the greatest gift of all time is realizing just all my childhood. Shroom fucking sometimes like I'm ambidextrous, so my high ass is using my left hand and shit. And it's like if my parents were to see me now, what would they say? And my mother would look at my father and goes, I didn't beat him enough.
Oh god. Yeah. You must need a lot more.
Now, put it deeper inside of the trash can at the way bottom. I'm like, I took out shit from the trash can and I put it at the bottom. And I put the shit back in, swept the floor, put it back in. I was like, ha, find that bitch.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see you on that. Like, I mean, like, I was a straight A student, through most of elementary school. But then, like, for the first time, I got like a C- on a test. I didn't even take it home. I threw it away in the trash at the school before I even left the room. You know what I mean? Before I left the classroom, I was just like, yeah, I can't let them see this. I'm a failure.
And what you do? Wait a minute, what happened? What happened?
They didn't ask about it. So I got away with it.
Oh, damn it. You just remember that shit? It'd been different if like they found it was like, I'm disappointed in you, Kemet. You're not that raw.
No, see, what Okay, so when it was like 5th grade was the first time that I wasn't like on principal's honor roll type of thing. And not only had I missed school because like I was sick, so that was probably one of the reasons. Like I had missed a bunch of school because I kept getting sick. I had like chicken pox and all type of shit.
You got
And-
chicken pox?
Yeah, bro, I have scars all over my upper body from chicken pox scars.
That's weird. What the fuck is chicken pox?
Chicken pox, like your body breaks out, like you filthy children in school with all your goddamn diseases. It's like your body breaks out in boils and your skin's on fire, but it's like on fire and itchy at the same time. And if you scratch a chicken pox, the juice from the boil will actually spread to other parts of your skin and create more of them.
Okay, now what if you
Like smallpox, right? Smallpox wiped out the Native Americans because those fucking white pilgrims.
All right, let's say Europeans. Let's get this accurate.
Okay, those fucking Europeans with their smallpox blankets came in and then did biological warfare and wiped out
English fucks. There you go, English. There you go.
Okay, yeah, those English criminals like came over here with smallpox blankets back in Columbus's day because he's a piece of shit.
Columbus is Italian.
Well,
hired by the Spaniards.
I was about to say,
because I want him to get his act.
He's a piece of shit.
All right, yeah, fuck this shit. This is Black History Month right now. I want accurate. It's still Black History Month. I want this shit to be like laid out finally. When people think of Columbus, it's like white people, like no, bitch, Italians. Well, Columbus was Italian, and he was hired by the fucking Spaniard. No hablo inglés, motherfucker. Your Mexican brothers, are the same as us.
He got lost. Mm-hmm. Thought he was in the right place. Called the people the wrong thing. He was a rapist, a murderer, a pedophile, and then he brought more people back to not only conquer the Native Americans, but then he brought back disease-ridden blankets so that they got smallpox. And smallpox to this day is one of the worst diseases.
Is he responsible for Hernandez Cortez?
Which guy is that?
Hernandez Cortez was the Spanish conquistador.
And he went down. Because you're talking about like southern like Mexico, South America, Southern America. Yeah, they went all up in that shit. They called that nigga Quetzalcoatl, the death god. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's at the end of your lifetime, man, that's got to be a cold ass name. Like, I'm the death god.
Yeah. Because the image of the conquistadors with their hats, the way they dressed. Apparently, they already had a god in their mythology that looked just like them when they showed up. So they're like, this is Quetzalcoatl because he's causing nothing but death. And he looks just like our images of him. You know what I mean? And so I don't even know how. Smallpox. Have you never seen smallpox?
Heard of it.
Smallpox is horrific, bro. I don't even know if I want to put it on stream, but I'll show you. Oh, God. Chickenpox is a lesser version, but technically it can still be fatal. If you get chickenpox in your adult life, it's called shingles, and it can.
I've heard of shingles.
Shingles is adult chickenpox, and you can definitely die. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard of shingles.
Let me see. So smallpox. Images.
Oh shit, Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah.
All right, let's play.
It happens all over your body, though.
Good.
And it also kills you. But if you do chickenpox,
I mean, it's something accumulated like that, and it just develops mass on your goddamn skin at a point like that. Yes, obviously, it's probably gonna fucking kill you.
I got chickenpox.
Oh, and God,
there's a vaccine for it now, so most kids don't get it. But back before the vaccine, which was when I was a kid, most kids got chickenpox because you're in a public school, and if one of those outbreak monkeys is even close to you, it is extreme. It's one of the most contagious diseases ever. Like if they even touch you, if you touch anything that they touched, you get it. It's like that. Like it's crazy, bro.
I don't know.
Like I remember it for me. It lasted almost a whole week. It was like a week of nothing but pain, burning, hell, crying, and like I couldn't. You can't be in school once you get it. Like they're just like you can't bring it to the school once it's confirmed. And like,
I mean, what they gonna do? Just drive? Hey, Mrs. Cleopatra, get the fuck out the car. Drive, drive.
You can't. Let's put it this way: it is so you can't think. All you know is that your body's on fire and that it's itching, and you can't scratch or you make it worse. I was scratching because I didn't know what it was the night that I got it, and then that's why I have so many scars. I have like chickenpox scars in random places all over my body from when I was scratching. Like, and then when you pop them, those little zits, when you pop them, the juice spreads to other parts of your body, and wherever the juice touched, it makes new chickenpox.
Bitch, I'll punch you in your face. You don't take your goddamn vaccines. I will punch you in the goddamn face.
There's
like,
legit,
fuck that shit.
Yeah, there's a legit vaccine for it now. So like now kids don't really have to worry about that anymore. But no, chickenpox is no joke. You can die from chickenpox.
I heard that.
Okay, I'm not gonna put that on screen.
I got.
Yeah, don't out yourself like that. Okay?
Wait, how the fuck do you even get that shit?
White kids, God.
It's where I heard of it. It just seemed like a myth to me.
No, you know what it is? Is that because here's the problem with those is lice.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Okay, well I'm not gonna say who said it. All right, so lice actually feed like they're little bugs that feed on the oils that are generated specifically by the scalp. So if you wear the same hat as somebody who had it, then they'll get in there and then they start to feed on the oils of your scalp and then multiply.
What the hell is ringworms? Because I remember as a kid,
I got a ringworm when I went to Hawaii when I was 12.
The fuck is that shit?
Ringworm is a parasite. See, I got it because I was in a hot tub. And I think both me and my brother got it. We were in a hot tub in Hawaii when I was like 12 and he was 9. And I made the mistake of actually dipping my head under the water.
That's hot as fuck. Why does that kill shit?
It was in a hot tub though.
It's a hot tub.
A hot tub is a fucking petri dish of all types of bullshit. It's not like they're cleaning it. And Hawaii is a tourist spot. We're talking about thousands of people who were probably in there before I was. And I'm like, oh, it's water. Dip your head under. Ha fine. And then I got a fucking parasite, nigga. Ringworm.
Fuck that.
Right on my scalp. Yeah. Like it goes right there, and then you have to take medicine to kill it.
Like I had ringworm when I got to Detroit. My dad had to like put some ointment and shit in my head. That's like my earliest memory of my father. Shout out to that.
Okay, so you got that shit too then.
I just had to sit there in the bath with me and wash my head and shit as a goddamn 4-year-old. It's like, hey,
but it's an actual worm that grows under your skin. That's what it is. It's a parasite that grows under your skin.
Shout out to Papa for not letting that happen. I don't know shit.
Yeah, shout out.
I'd be surprised that nigga watch this shit. So speaking of first,
I don't know him, so like I have no comment on that.
I'd be like, speaking of people that we remember, say shit. Let's say we'll remember. We'll start off with we remember Dad.
Okay, well, I mean, I can't say that I remember Dad. I still interact with Dad. He's not a memory.
Oh, well,
he's an active part of my life. But for you, I guess
it's
Dad
in a minute.
You, and then I'll go into.
It's in a minute. Just more we just have the opposition on the issue. Just so it's like I was like, it was kind of wrong, and he was like, oh.
Okay, let's put it this way: pros and cons of your dad, because he's the first one you listed in memory, and so I'll pick one just as heavy.
Okay, pros and cons. Pros and
cons. And you don't have to go into super detail, but just general pros and cons.
Nah, fuck that. I'm lazy, yo. It's like
no, I'm about to destroy this nigga's career. Like
shit, you know what the fuck you get here when you get the nigga that call. Like, yo, man. I learned
that's why your feet are sweaty, your arms are heavy. I hit you in the face with spaghetti. And
it's like with my pop, man. From what I remember from my pop, so it's like coming from different angles, but from what I remember from my pop, I definitely remember how to show up. I mean, I remember my pop always showing up to take me to the daycare or the babysitter before, and then I'll have to go to school from there. And then you always bring me a cupcake. He's like, all right, son, come take you to school and shit. I live over here, but staying with your grandmother, but I'm coming over here to pick you up, take you to school. All right, you got in the car. All right, here's your cupcake. Put your seatbelt on and drive off. And then the other thing I learned about him is like, yo, it's like, all right, well, son, look like you need a haircut. You can't be walking around here with a fucked up haircut. So I'm gonna take you to a barber. And I walk into the shop like, hey, yo, Top, what's up? Hey, yo, is that Top Julian? Yo, what's up, kid? Yo, what's up, man? Get over here. Yo, I got you right here, man. Yo, we gonna hook you up real smooth right here. And then like being that guy. And like my dad always had like good goddamn friends. Like he would like I remember one barbershop I went to, another barbershop, and then like his personal friend that cut his hair, and man, his kid got to play video games together throughout our childhood and shit as I was getting my hair cut. So I learned one from my dad's. One, if you got a good goddamn barber, you stick with your good goddamn barber and shit like that. I wish I could see that kid again, like, yo, shake hands, like, yo, you remember me from Frogger? You remember me from like, oh, my nigga? It's just shit like that. And I remember, like, my dad always just had, like, good friends. And if he'll go to the store or some shit and he had us with him, like me or my cousins or just me, like, buy his candy, he walk in the store, be like, yo, get whatever you want. It's like, all right, walk in, I get my shit. I'm like, oh, shit, get my sour pop, my little sour drink and shit like that.
So you're pretty much saying that this is relatively a positive memory.
Yeah, I mean, guess what? What would be the negative memory of my dad would be what? One, I think about the discipline that he did apply, and it was like it was appropriate. Now, as an adult, I was like, yeah, it was appropriate. It's like, yeah, he just wanted his kid to be a good goddamn student. He expected his kid to handle his business because he's like, I go to work, I handle my business. I expect you to go to school and handle your business or some shit like that. And I fucked around a goddamn lot because I was definitely a plotting ass kid. And if I thought I can get away with some shit, I did. But boys, that's like from childhood all the way up to like man, yeah. I wish I never got separated from him, but it shit happens. And I did say I wanted to go home.
Okay. Yeah, so those are some good pros and cons. Okay, in this
shout out my dad.
Hey, shout out. I'm trying to think of somebody because when I think of the term remember, that kind of implies that they're not really in my life right now. Whether if they're either we're not talking or they're deceased.
I had a person playing, and then we got dads, but I want to hear that. I want to hear what you got.
Oh, yeah, I mean, because I can't like I don't like to say remember about somebody who's alive typically because or unless we just don't communicate anymore because that almost implies it's just like I remember them, remember 9/11.
I gotta
remember the Holocaust.
Let me word it this way because that's not the way I wanted like the subject to go. Is be like when I say remember, like they can be still alive, but it's just like they had enough of an imprint on you of a memory that's funny as hell. That's something that you apply to this day in your life,
Lord.
Or just a
then
joke.
I could definitely talk about my dad.
Then it's like a go-to joke. It's not a joke. It's not a remembrance as in their past and deceased, but it's just that thing when you just gotta tell a story to somebody you know. And you hear a subject come up, and then you hear the story. You be like, "Yo, let me tell you what my guy did." It's like that lighter story when you playing in there and your dad is just sitting there looking at you like, yep, and the firefighter, yep, whoop his ass.
Yeah,
like, yes, yes, sir.
In front of White Zaddy. And
but it's not a deceased memory of a person that has passed. Maybe it could be a memory of a person that's passed, but it's a memory of just even people that are present. Like I have memories of you that I sit there and like when I'm sitting there laughing at a joke and I reflect back and it's something that reminds me of you that fits the situation I'm in. I can get to tell that story and it's in joke form and it makes everybody around me laugh because they never met you. But it's like I get to tell it in joke form. It's like, yo, you got to meet this guy.
Oh Lord. Okay, so let me start with the pros. All right, I'll talk about dear old pops, dear old dad. The pros is that we actually me and my little brother have talked about this. We never really had sit downs with my dad where he's just like, all right, sons, this is how things go. This is how you talk to girls. This is how you're supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. We didn't get that in our childhood.
Same.
He does that a lot more now. But in childhood, him and my mom were just kind of doing their thing. Like me and Brandon were kind of just accessories to their life.
Can we give a shout out to your parents for sticking it out and making it work out to this point?
How old am I? 31, 32? Yeah. Shout out to 33 years of hard-fought marriage. Let's put it that way.
Especially Aaron. I hope they enjoy that goddamn marriage. Hopefully, like one day they look at each other and be like, "We went through all of this shit together and shit." Like he just take a never mind. I don't want to throw that memory here. It's gonna be like take a blue chew. Like fuck this shit. Just go. Like fuck that. Y'all earned that.
After age 60, bro. I mean, if you're not taking shit like Viagra or Blue Chew, it just ain't gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna fucking happen. Your body is telling you should not be fucking no more.
Ooh. Like on the subject of that, like I have a person, but it's just like on the subject of your parents' marriage, like yo, I want to congratulate your parents on that long earned marriage, and I really wish that enjoy that shit because y'all have worked this hard. If y'all can ever just look at that shit and look at the time that y'all spent there with your sons in that time. But anyway, I'll let my part of it.
Well, before I get back into what I was saying, just imagine knowing the same person for 30 years. There's going to be a lot of shit that just bothers you. You know what I mean? Like even as the way somebody brushes their teeth, like just random shit, bro. Like, so like, yeah, like it, it's work. You know what I mean? Like it's work. And then like, you have to acknowledge that both of you guys are changing and developing and growing as individuals as well. And then hopefully you guys can keep the synergy together. But yeah, the pros on Dear O Dad was like, I didn't get to sit down. I didn't even get to talk. Mm-hmm. All right. I didn't get the birds and the bees, nothing like that. I remember one thing, and he's not going to watch this, so I'm going to say it. I asked him one question about a girl way back when I was in middle school. And I'd actually known that girl since elementary school, and puberty's just now starting to kick in, right? And this girl, literally, she was an aggressive ass girl. Like she was just like, "Yo, look at you! You're looking all taller and all that. You looking good." Blah 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 blah. And like, and then I was still like shy kid,
Yeah. No. Just keep telling the story. I just want to make sure.
Well, I'll put this on the screen for a little bit. My parents split up, got married to other people, then got back together. Memorial memories.
Kevin Samuels had to think about that when he's like, man, I told my ex-wife, is like, look, man, this shit don't work out. If he passes away, you gotta hear some shit like that. But
yeah, like, so she's doing all this, and I'm like I didn't even know how to fucking react to it at all because girls develop in that way faster than guys, and I didn't have like the social skills. And I had never had been prepared for anything like that at all. This was the first question I asked my dad because she did that. I'm just like, oh well, yeah, you cool, you cute, but I didn't know how to proceed from that point. And then I think it was probably a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I find out that this middle school chick is fucking another nigga in middle school, right? And so what wound up happening is I asked my dad, I'm just like, hey, this is what happened to me. And what happened? I told him the full situation. What happened? And he gave me one sentence.
The fuck
he was just like, her pussy was just wet. Don't worry about it. See, that was the only thing he ever told me about the birds and the bees when I was younger. I
wish I would have been sitting there looking at him as a kid. Just, why the fuck do you know that?
Well, he was just kind of vibing, and I came to him. He was barbecuing and everything, and then all of that normal restraint that he had was to sugarcoat shit, which is gone that day. And he's just like, oh yeah, no, her pussy was just wet. Yeah, you don't worry about that. There'll be more. You know what I mean? And and that was it. That was it.
I'm like, Papa, nigga, what the fuck you mean there's gonna be more? I want that one. I want that that one. I want that one right there.
Well,
Why? What?
It
What?
wasn't-
What the fuck is what is that?
I didn't even know if I wanted it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like my brain was not configured to understand females really at all at that point. I didn't like. I was late to the party when it came to that type of shit.
Ooh.
And
That's
so, like, what I was gonna say. Okay, so wrapping it up for the pros. Yeah, so what I learned from him was more in how he carried himself as a man in his actual life. He like his example.
That's where you learn the most.
Yeah, his actual example in real time. Like constantly working, setting goals, uncompromising, and then his stance on how to actually run his marriage, which is like you never lose frame kind of thing. I don't know about frame. I don't know if is no, like what I mean by that is just like you're gonna be the man that you are. And
yes, there you go.
That should never be shifted by the opinion of any woman, even including your wife. Like because like there's certain things about you that women will try to change, like just off rip, because they think they know better about what's best for you than you do. And sometimes you have to be like, nah, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we may differ in this.
No,
but
I think we're different at is like that perspective. Like I agree, definitely. Like we are going to be who we are, but it's I mean, but like damn girls, but like, well, what if this guy's a piece of shit or some shit? Like I don't know anything about that. All I know is like the way we grew up or I grew up is like, look, man, one. You handle your business. You go to work. You make money. You support your family and everything like that too, like that. And I just learned extracurricular shit on the sides. Like, look, make sure my girl's good, and make sure we's good. Like, but make sure money's taken care of, security's taken care of, all this shit taken care of. If somebody violate that shit, I'm coming through that bitch with. I mean, what's gonna be fun to beat a motherfucker? I'll beat a motherfucker with that T'Challa doll. Right there, just like a little stuffed cushion, like fit all the fucking stuff in your fucking throat, man. Like fit the fucking head in too, man. Fit his balls in there.
Yeah, and like I think that if I can,
fuck you up.
Kind of correct what I'm saying, or at least add to what I'm saying. It's more just like guys and girls live in a different world. What it takes to actually be a strong leader as a man, strong leader, protector, provider. As a man is a completely different reality than what women have to face. And so in the context of a marriage where you're the man, you're the husband, and you have a wife and you have kids, the realities of how you have to exist are vastly different than your woman. Because if somebody breaks into that house, she's not going to step up there like you automatically will. And if anything happens from your house, meaning that your wife does something out here in the world, your kids do something out here in the world, everything is on your shoulders. Yeah. So there are certain times where you can't compromise, because they're not going to understand it fully because they're not you. Like, just like we're not going to understand fully the emotional depth and and even in terms of conversation, body language that women have, it's like their superpower. But our superpower is physicality and actually being able to be a rock in no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that I learned. You know what I mean?
All right, sip your drink. I got some, right? I just figured this out. Well, I just kind of figured it out. It's been there in front of us the whole damn time. So, you got, all right. So you got the, say, man, we get together, we organize ourselves We got captain, second in command, third in command, fourth command, fifth command, and then minions and shit right there, right?
Yeah.
So we'll focus on those 5 levels. We got captain, first, second, third, fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, boom. All right, cool. Now, as men, we are fine with that order. He's like, look, captain's the best amongst us. He's able to distinguish the first, second, third, fourth, and be able to organize us into the things that we need to do to report up to the other person and keep this whole fucking ship running and functioning, right? Right? So guys that's how guys are. Like, yo, I'm like, look,
to be anyway.
Look, I'm fourth, and it's like the squires over here, dog. Look, dog, Give me your report, and I'll send that shit up to the third, and he'll send it up to the second, and he'll send it up to the first, and the first send it up to the captain if it's that goddamn critical. Boom, and we'll all fall in line in that order, right?
Right.
Now that's us. That's us. That's just guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to forget about our mates, our wives. We'll just say wives, and then. That is a fucking whole different terror fucking Tory than that.
Completely different dimension, bro.
So you got the wife of the fucking captain, the wife of the second command, the wife of the third command, the wife of the fourth command, wife of the fifth command, and then apparently there's a sixth command, the seventh, eighth command, ninth command, and that whole order.
Why can't you be?
Yeah, and that whole order is like to us guys. We just like, yo, man, we're trying to keep the Titanic and goddamn afloat. We should get the fucking.
We have to keep everything organized. I'm the second mate. Isn't that good enough? Why can't you be the captain? Oh, god damn it! And then she's gonna cause a mutiny.
And like you just trying to is like, and then that, and then you feel like you should be, and then this, that, then, and then sometimes your skill set might not be that as you think it is, and then your skill set is at the maximum that you are right now, but you don't want to believe that. Oh, I should be the captain, says the fourth command, nigga. Like, god damn it. Like, look, man, we're just trying to get this shit functioning, trying to get us all to take care of our children, get the ship to fucking shore, get the shore, build a fucking colony or some shit like that.
I got a question for you then.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
Because you're putting it in terms of general, captain, lieutenant, private. You know what I mean? Like everybody's has their roles.
Or even like CEO, CFO, or VP. Yes. Vice president, vice president, all that shit.
However you want to put it.
Assistant vice president.
My question to you though is that what it takes to become that either CEO or general or whatever it is, that leadership quality do you think the leadership quality filters into the way that he runs his household? Meaning that his woman would fall in line like other men would fall in line.
She would fall in line with probably more with the lifestyle than anything, but after a while,
there's like that leadership quality though.
The lifestyle will get tiring and she would rebel because it would be something that she would get used to. She would become accustomed to, and then she'll see somebody else is coming up on her horizon or some shit, or maybe she figures out like, yo, I can at this point right now, I can just file these papers, cut him off, get half his shit, and still live a very comfortable lifestyle.
But okay, so that's why, like, I think we were talking about this earlier today before the podcast about the idea of constantly growing and evolving, unlocking new levels to yourself.
I mean, but
you know what I mean?
When we talking about
that, so the general if a general is complacent with his position,
but
of course the woman is going to be like, yeah, this is boring. But if he's constantly reaching for new heights, that keeps something interesting for her too.
In the service, even if you hit general, that is
just an example.
There's no new heights outside of that. There's just either you got to go sidelines. Like, I'm a general and I run this military organization. But after a point, you still got to answer to a senator, a congressman. You got to answer to a representative and shit. You got AOC sitting there looking at you like, why didn't you mix a goddamn sugar with the fucking cream and a coffee when you left that shit? He's like, I didn't know AOC. No if it's AOC. AOC look good. God damn. Put a secret fucking baby in there. Okay, I'm sorry.
You have to pull your jujitsu moves on her, bro. Like,
okay, right. Not. Okay, but it's like even as you're a general of a military, but you still answer, and here in the States you still have to answer questions from like AOC and then everybody else and and then you're like, all right, then your wife could be looking at you like, why ain't you the fucking president? Like,
exactly, bro. But
because I'm a goddamn warmonger. Because all I know is war. What the fuck, lady?
You may not be able to reach new heights in terms of general, but that's when you have to start to redefine who you are as a person. Because you can have more than one venture. In fact, I would wager to say that you almost, in today's day and age, almost have to have multiple hats. Because it's like, no, you're not going to be, even if, let's put it this way, because there have been mad like fighters and things like that. Even Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is a great example because he became one of the best NBA players of all time. But he also had all these other ventures. He's a DJ. He became a cop for a little while. He was rapping, and then also he had like the comedy network, and he's a multi-talented individual. Kobe was the same way. Kobe had all types of different businesses all over the world. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Like there are people who are complacent with one thing, but how is that exciting to the female? Females do need different. Just the way that we need different in terms of pussy, they need different in terms of lifestyle. And what you can do as a man is there are constantly new things that you do, and you should be doing that. Why are you complacent? That's a lack of testosterone.
I would like to say you're giving the whole discredit to females or something like that. But also, when it comes down to Shaquille O'Neal, I would like to say that's Dr. O'Neal.
Dr. O'Neal?
Yeah, he has his doctorates.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Dr. O'Neal.
Dr. O'Neal.
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. Everybody, yeah, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
No, stop that. No.
You can't do without me.
No, absolutely not.
Do without me.
Nope. No.
He said that.
I like that.
He said that.
That was that. But
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
Like, no, but then Kobe went on to win 2 championships twice in the fucking row with his team.
Because of that song.
I mean, shit, Kobe. Oh man, when Kobe passed, remember people.
Rest in peace to Kobe. I just thought that beef that they had when he made that hook, it was so fucking funny, bro. It was just so funny because like the whole thing about Shaq possibly popping his wife. So Kobe talking about Aztec.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Oh no, we have to go listen back to that song.
He's just like, I popped your wife. So every time you kiss your wife, tell me how much.
Nah, I think it was about his wife. But anyway,
it was.
It wasn't. Want to make a bet?
How much you got on me?
Fuck. Now we gotta pull out wallets.
No. Okay, so because I was I actually there's the Opie and Anthony show where Patrice O'Neal was on there, and they actually did a full breakdown.
I remember it wasn't Shaq that was hollering at Kobe's wife, Vanessa. It was Karl Malone who tried to shoot a shot with Vanessa, and she curved the fuck out of Karl Malone. And it was that when it was going for that 4-peat. And then they signed Karl Malone, they signed Gary Payton and shit like that. And Karl Malone shot a shot and got kicked off the team, and the Lakers ended up making it. And the Pistons won.
That was just the rumor at the time.
The
rumor was that Shaq may have been doing something.
No, absolutely fucking not.
That was just a rumor. It was just a rumor.
Punch that person in the throat that made that goddamn.
Dude, it was all over the country,
motherfucker. It's not for that deep kind of independent team situation. Team made situation is weird. It's like even I can do it. It's weird. Like I'm like nah. It's this thing that's in your brain when you close friends. Unless that person's just like a snake or a shitbag, son of a goddamn bitch, and that person just comes up there and just try to hit on the chick that you with or that you were with. If a motherfucker piggybacks off of you like that shit, you got to get rid of that motherfucker completely. Like absolutely fucking not.
That's kind of some snake ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, I do agree with you on that. I just thought the hook was just the funniest shit ever, bro.
Wait, if he's saying how his ass tastes, I think he was just talking about like he had won the championship. He got traded to Miami Heat.
He had lost 2 before that.
No. He got traded to the Miami Heat, and then the Miami Heat ended up winning that championship that year. They lost to the Pistons. Got traded to the Miami Heat.
I thought that was after he made the song though.
Mm-mm. No, it was in the midseason. It was the Spurs that won it, and then it was the Miami Heat that won it when Shaq got traded to Miami Heat, and he had a full season with them, and then they won it with Dwayne Wade fucking winning the MVP for the finals. Like, yeah, no basketball. Like, fuck that. Like, absolutely. Yeah. And if Shaq was making music, like, tell me how my ass tastes, because like you got 3 rings and I got 4. And then Kobe comes back and goes, he wins his 4th ring, and then he wins a 5th ring back to fucking back. Yeah, and they cancel
playing his goddamn life away, bro.
And then who was it? It's not Adam Silver. It's
40 points a game.
is Donald Sterling, you piece of shit of a motherfucker for this goddamn trade. Whoever's ahead of the NBA organization for that, you're a piece of shit. You're fucking garbage. You destroyed fucking history over there. You old fucking crooked ass bastard. You bitches might as well be fucking steroiding up Barry. Okay, not Barry Bonds, but whoever the fuck was in the steroid area. Like y'all niggas have fucked shit up. But I mean, people wanted how they wanted, and then like, why wasn't that? Chris Paul should have been on the Lakers. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all should be going to hell for that shit. Just for that decision alone, y'all should be going to hell for that little selfish ass little bitch ass decision.
No, that which
that's a mic drop. Like, what the fuck you mean that these professional players in this whole goddamn league or across all these goddamn teams can't step up to the motherfucking plate and win the goddamn game and win the goddamn championship? There's man, fuck out of here with that shit. I don't like that shit. Like, man.
No, I totally got you on that. But okay, so we got 15 minutes left.
All right.
Okay, so
fuck you, Donald Sterling.
Fuck
you, NBA.
Are there
for that.
any other people that you can think of off the top of your head? In terms of like, you know, the subject where it's like remembering them, maybe funny story or what you learned or something like that.
All right. For some reason, okay, I got it. So, if I were being like, if I were to have a kid, right, and I don't know if honestly the name could fit for a boy or a girl.
What is that?
He's stupid.
No, I'm playing.
And then could fit for a boy or girl. It was like I was thinking of the name Sonny because I had an uncle named Sonny. I had an uncle. It wasn't my biological uncle. He's like my dad's second wife's uncle named Sonny. But I remember because I would come home from school. We had to wait for Uncle Sonny to get home, and we had to go to fucking church on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or some shit like that, whatever the fuck. But like he was always just a constant present. I remember in my childhood stuff like outside of my father, and then I just always remembered him. I remember like my last memory of Uncle Sonny was me. I came there to drop me off to visit my cousins, like my cousins, because my dad was married, and then to a second wife. And then we sitting there hanging out, laughing and joking, catching up and shit like that. And then some kids up the block had some issues or some shit like that from the next block over. And then the motherfuckers came over there popping shit. And I had just got there and I was there and I was popping shit back. And I was like, yo, man. It was like, but it was like kids we done grew up with before the last time I left. And then I came back. And then like I was good at my hands, even at a fucking elementary level. I was laying motherfuckers out. And then Uncle Sonny goes, some kid had a beef with my cousin CJ. And Uncle Sonny, like when CJ got into that shit and I was about to just hop into it, Uncle Sonny goes, Rick, stay back.
Okay. What was that for?
I don't know. He just told me not to get involved with that fight. And he's like, Rick, get back. Because in Detroit they call me Rick. And then my uncle just like CJ had to handle that shit on his own, and then it's like you couldn't come in and handle that shit. And I was like, and I'll always remember them from that because it was like, why the fuck did Uncle Sonny stop me?
Maybe he saw something you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, of course, like we had beef with kids in the neighborhood before, and shit came happening. Nigga, we went to work,
bro. That reminds
me. We was whooping kids up and ass down the block. I remember first and second graders whooping, fighting and shit, and whooping the kids' ass up and down the goddamn block.
No, I feel you on that because like when I was a kid,
I didn't start shit.
Yeah, well, that's the story. I'm actually gonna pull that into this story. Shout out, there's this kid that lived in my block named Leroy. I can't remember his last name. Another black kid. He was a little shorter than me, but he's like one of the stocky types. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in martial arts for a while. I can fight. You know what I mean? Like, I actually had like a reputation and shit, apparently. I don't know how that happened. But this kid we used to bring over to our house to like play PlayStation and shit. Like, he was cool. He was down the block. But he started stealing shit from our fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it in me like this is a cocky as me as like a 12 or 13, maybe even 14-year-old. No, because 13 is like high school, right?
No, 13
That's
is
middle school, or 14 is
sixth grade to seventh grade, or
Okay.
sixth grade to eighth grade. So it's either you just turned 13 and you're in sixth grade, and you're in seventh grade,
I was
and
still
then
in middle-
13 going to 14th and eighth grade.
Yeah. I was still in middle school because I'm in June, so like I was late. I was always youngest.
Mhm.
So I must have been around 13 years old, and we're just like, who is stealing stuff from our house? Like he stole movies, silverware, all type of shit, and they're like, the only person it could be is this kid Leroy. And we set up a fight, and I'm arrogant as fuck going into the fight. But here's what I didn't know about Leroy. He is a wrestler, right? Like for real. And he was bigger than me. Like he was shorter than me, but he was bigger than me. And I didn't take none of this into account. And I'm just like, you stole our shit. I'm about to beat your ass. And that nigga threw me into suplexes, fucking it was like a WWE match. That nigga did nothing but throws and grabs and chokes the whole goddamn time. And I just remember sitting there on the ground like this, just saying, how the fuck did everything go so wrong? And like, because like I'm like, I get into stance. And then you know what he does? He goes like, ah! And then he ran straight into a tackle. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I'm not used to fighting a nigga like this. He tackled me.
Nigga, you never played football?
I was tiny, dude. I'm telling you, I would only play football like after school. I didn't play it for the fucking school. I was a running back. I could run. I did not tackle people. I ran the ball because I was very quick.
You never played Fumble Rumble?
Smear the Queer?
Yeah, that shit.
I did. They would give me the ball, and I would run.
All right, but then other people got the ball, and then you had to hit that motherfucker.
And I could not do it by myself.
Shit, fuck
I was too small. I couldn't do it.
How much of a late bloomer were you?
Extremely.
God damn, that's got to be terrifying.
Dude, I didn't even start to really hit.
But like,
I was so late, and my dad was like that too. He even told me, he was just like, "You're probably going to be a late bloomer like me."
Dog, but then
I was an extremely late bloomer, dude. I was tiny, in like most of my life. Like I had a lot of ridicule. All right, and so this dude who he's now just literally suplexing me, body slamming me, fucking put me in the pedigree. Spit into the air like Triple H saying "suck it," and I'm on the ground just like, I totally thought I could fight this guy. What's happening? Like I wasn't even really hurt. I literally had a moment with myself while I'm on the ground, just like, how is he beating my ass right now? And he's literally just throwing me around. And so I remember him because that was the first time I ever got my ass beat. Because I was so confident going in because I had so much skill behind me, but he was just a strong wrestling kid. You know what I'm saying? And he's just throwing me around. And that taught me a valuable lesson.
No.
Everyone thinks they're Billy Badass until they run into Billy Badass, all right? And I just because I had the skill set behind me, I couldn't overcome not only his rage, because he was looking at it like a street fight. All I had ever done up until that point was fighting my brother seriously and then sparring matches. And he came at me like a nigga who was ready to hit me in the head with a brick on the street. I had never up until that point fought a nigga like that. And so he taught me a very valuable lesson. You gonna fight a nigga in the street? You better be prepared to kill that motherfucker. He taught me a very valuable lesson. So shout out to Leroy. I can't remember your last name. I can't remember your last name. Shout out to Leroy for teaching me that very valuable lesson very early. So, yep, that's my story.
Okay.
I got way better at fighting because of that nigga.
All right. That was good.
You know what I'm saying? I was like I said, I was 12, 13, and I'd never fought a nigga on the street like that. Somebody who literally is just wrestling you the whole fucking time. That nigga must have body slammed me like 6-7 times. And my body is just like, I'm fine. But for some reason, I can't get around his wrestling. That's why I had a moment. I'm laying. I remember he slammed me on some tree roots. And like I can remember the tree roots at the top of my back, and I'm laying on it. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What's happening here? Why can't I get around his grabs? And then like I get up again, and then like just throwing me, nigga. Like he was a strong ass kid.
Dog, you gotta come to jiu-jitsu with me.
Well, nigga, I was 12. I know how to do that shit now. I can wrestle grown ass men now.
Okay.
I learned all that shit, but I was like 12, 13, and I was so confident in the fact that I could just do like tornado kicks and shit that I didn't consider the fact that martial arts sometimes doesn't translate to street fights. He taught me that lesson.
Oh man, like
he taught me that lesson.
You missed out a lot, like playing football as a kid, just getting neighborhood kids. It was Hey Arnold shit.
We did neighborhood kids too. That's why I was the running back. I could outrun everybody. I had the moves and everything.
You didn't play defense?
No. What I would do, I could sack the quarterback very well. I could get around these niggas, snake my way in there, hit the nigga in the knees, and I could sack the quarterback.
That's what you're supposed to. Oh wait, no, you didn't know that.
Well, when they put a big ass nigga with the ball, that's what there's this nigga named Craig, and this nigga was a tank. All right, I watched as the tank nigga on our side collided with this nigga at full force, no pads, nothing. Like because I'm there too, and they just and like it looked like both of them got brain damage at the same time, but they wouldn't go down. And I'm
shit,
just
that's
like,
when you come in from the side, but like,
well, that's what I did. I got that nigga's leg. And like, but the thing is that like there was such a strength differential and size differential. I'm telling you, I was super small, bro.
I know.
I had to choose my shit. I remember the last memory from Smear the Queer that I had was I had the ball. I was running. I'm dodging. And then one guy hits my legs from down to up. I go into the air sideways. And then another nigga on the same team hits me while I'm in the air. Bam! I start spinning, and then I get dogpiled.
Ooh.
Bro, so trust me, I did the damn thing, but I was a tiny motherfucker, bro.
All right.
Like,
it's just like, I take for granted because I just come in, I just see, it's like, Turtle's always been this height. That's how I look at him. He's always been this height.
Since you met me, yeah. But, like, no, I was tiny most of my fucking life. Do you know how long I dealt with bullying and being made fun of? And
punch a nigga in the dick. What?
Bro, I wasn't like that. I was a shy.
Bite him in the kneecap. Bite him in the thigh.
I was a shy kid, man. Like, I was just like, what? Bro, I wasn't the animal I am today. Part of the reason why I'm like this is because of what I went through when I was younger.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm not gonna be a faggot no more. And like, so,
all right, take that word back, goddammit.
I'm not gonna be a sissy no more.
All right, I can accept that, but that was acceptable.
All right, we got 3 minutes. Any closing thoughts?
Well, any closing thoughts, goddammit. At least with this guy, do you know how to raise our kids now? Like we just have kids.
I'm gonna raise them like Heihachi raised Kazuya Mishima in Tekken, and I'm gonna throw them off a cliff and say that strength is the only way, and weakness will make you useless.
Wait, see, that was you son of a bitch. That was gonna be mine if they ever just pissed me off and disappointed me. I was gonna throw them off a cliff. Like, yes, yeah, go fuck yourself. What the fuck you mean, you my kid? Some shit like that. Like, no. Well, look, I'm not gonna. All right. If I had kids, I'm like, look, man, I'm not going to force you into this shit. I'm just gonna teach you shit like that and be playful with my kids and stuff like that. But god damn it, I was fuck that. I was bullied, man. I gave hell. Fuck you if you was bigger than me. I gave hell. I was like, oh, okay.
See, that's how Brandon was. Brandon was getting into fights with people who had like a whole 1.5 foot on him, and then you would see him jump into the air with a right hook and knock that nigga out.
Yeah, but it's giving hell. Like, fuck you. Like, fuck that shit.
No, like Brandon's been throwing hands his whole goddamn life and winning. And so it makes now that he's an even bigger nigga, he still has that same mentality where it's like he's just ready to jump in and knock a nigga out no matter what.
I'm like, nah, I mean, I'm more like just peaceful, just a diplomatic situation to this. Yeah, as long as I don't have to, I'm good. But if there's ever points like, well, is violence is going to happen today? Well, I'm like, look, dog, you just submitting yourself to be a quadriplegic. So I will grab you and fucking pile drive your ass like my name is Larry the motherfucking King Lar on concrete and paralyze you. Like, fuck you, fuck your life, fuck everything about you. Like, I'm a peaceful person. We can have a disagreement and walk away. It's okay. But if you do, I'll put it like this: my mother for everything was she.
I cut you off, bro.
All right, my mother.
Please, God.
All right, here goes. I give it to short like this. Shout out to my mother, the hurricane.
Shout out. Wait, that's wrong.
Hurry the fuck up! I got to piss too. Anyway, so shout out to my mother, the hurricane. Like, look, it's just like my mother always said to me as a kid. She said, "Look," she says, she didn't call me Q, but I'm gonna say she's like Q. She didn't call me that. She's like, Q, a motherfucker say whatever they want about you. They say whatever they want about your mama or your daddy. You better leave it goddamn be, because words don't mean shit. But if a motherfucker ever put his hands on you, you better bury that motherfucker.
Yep. One day he's gonna die.
That's word to the hurricane, and this is the 50-way to Q, passing off to the motherfucking arc reactor.
This is Kevin the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube and Twitch, also Instagram. This is also KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate all of you guys for coming through. If you have not already, smash that like button, hit that follow or subscribe button, and make sure that you hit the bell notification icon on YouTube so that you anytime that we upload new content. If you guys have any suggestions, also you can go to homeboyetiquette@gmail.com and submit them directly to us. We're out. I'm about to fucking
peace. Gotta piss.
Yeah.
Oh,